अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे CSS 2026 इकोनॉमिक्स पार्ट 1 का ऑब्जेक्टिव पोर्शन। और इसमें क्वेश्चन 1 है, व्हाट हैपन्स टू यूटिलिटी एज कंजम्पशन इंक्रीजेज अंडर द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी। राइट आंसर इज इंक्रीज्ड कंजम्पशन लोअर marginal utility but may raise total utility, because each additional unit give less extra satisfaction but total satisfaction can still rise at a decreasing rate. Question number 2 है, what is a core assumption of cardinal utility theory? Right answer, it assumes consumers can determine the number of utils derived from consuming goods. Cardinal utility measures satisfaction numerically, unlike ordinal utility, which rank preferences only. Question number 3 is, what does an income elasticity of demand of minus 0.2 indicate about a good? Right answer is the good is considered inferior. Negative income elasticity mean demand falls when income rises. We define an inferior goods. Question number 4 is, if a firm receives $15 per unit, average variable cost is $12 and average total cost is $17. What should it do in the short run? The firm should continue producing is the right answer, because price is greater than average variable cost. So the firm can cover variable cost and part of fixed cost, making shutdown unnecessary. Which factor is not a characteristic of perfect competition? The presence of externalities is not a part of perfect competition, because perfect competition assumes no external effects. Externalities represent market failures. What condition allow a firm to engage in price discrimination? Right answer is all of these. The options are segmentable markets, different in price elasticity, and inability to transfer product. These conditions prevent resale and allow charging different price to different consumer groups. Question number 7 is, how is a monopsony defined? Right answer is, it is a sole buyer of specific type of input. Mono mean one, and opsony refer to buyer power in a market. So right answer is sole buyer of a specific type of input. What event can shift the SRAS curve to the right? A decrease in oil prices is the right answer. Lower input cost, reduce production cost, and increase aggregate supply. What characterizes a transfer payment? It is a payment made with no good or services exchange. Just like pension and unemployment benefit involve income transfer without production. Question number 10 is, what is true regarding our trade deficit? Net exports are negative. Trade deficits occur when import exceeds export. किसी मुल्क की अगर import ज़्यादा है और exports कम है तो वो trade उसमें trade deficit होगा. What is not a reason for downward slope of AD curve? The classical monetary neutrality effect. Monetary neutrality affect long run output, not short run aggregate demand behavior. Question number 12 is, what does stagflation occur? Rising prices and falling output. Stagflation combines inflation with recession, often due to supply shock. How does an increase in tax rates affect the ISLM model? It shifts the IS curve to the left. Higher tax reduce disposable income and consumption, lowering aggregate demand. Question number 14 is, what action causes the LM curve to shift downward? An increase in the money supply is the right answer. More money supply, lower interest rate, and shift LM curve right, yeah, downward. So increase in the money supply is the right answer. Question number 15 is, how is economic interdependence measures of a nation? By percentage of imports and exports relative to GDP. Higher trade to GDP ratio indicate greater reliance on global trade. Question number 16 is what happens if taste for import increases? Terms of trade will deteriorate. High demand for import raises import prices relative to export, worsening term of trade. Question number 17 is what is a tax where percentage remain constant as income increase? Right answer is proportional tax. Rates stay the same for all income level, e.g. flat tax. प्रोपोर्शनल टैक्स में टैक्स रेट जो होता है वो सेम रहता है हर इनकम लेवल पे. व्हाट फैक्टर एक्सप्लेन इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ? राइट आंसर इज ऑल ऑफ दीज. और पेपर में जो ऑप्शन थे उनमें थे स्ट्रक्चरल चेंजेस, राइज इन पर कैपिटा, प्रोडक्शन एंड इनकम. Growth reflect improved productivity and long-term expansion of the economy. Question number 19 is in quantity theory of money, what does the equation of exchange equate? Total value of purchases is equal to money supply times velocity. What is the main objective of the human development approach? Right answer is enlarging pupil choices and capabilities because it focus on welfare, education, health, and quality of life rather than only income. Okay, Allah Hafiz.